such a miserable feeling.
Okay. I take a half a band girl and then I'm I know. Gail does.
Okay. You don't wear a mask.
I never go there.
You don't wear a mask.
Carol made the decision. She wants to go to Paris.
Thing, and then obviously I got contraption. You know, it gives them such relief.
Joe tried it.
Okay, so everybody has their.
I think I'll go.
I think it's probably what their condition is too, whether or not.
You have to get used to sleep with that.
Oh, yeah. You know, especially people who have claustrophobia and stuff. It's hard, but it's just such a relief for him.
Yeah.
That he welcomed it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
All right, welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living in Greater Dayton. I knew I was going to take a lead today. I passed my old So, bear with us. This is the Higher Mind Band, and we're going to start when we are opening. Opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. We are opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. We are opening. We are opening. We are opening. We are opening. We are opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. We are opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. We are opening. We are opening. We are opening. We are opening. We are opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. We are opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. We are opening. 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 We are opening.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, Greater Dayton. I'm so glad that you've all
I saw the Carol Burnett song.
Oh dear. We
Just a kind of laugh.
have a smart aleck on the front row. And I want to thank you for making the choice to be here today. And we're going to read the vision, mission, and purpose statement together. But instead of just reading it as blah, 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 let's read it with some feeling, okay? All right. So, we are one with the expressions of life. We are always evolving as we live in harmony with Spirit as our source. We respond to the eternal call to know the expansiveness of who we are. One with the divine and all of life. We feel it. We believe it. We live it. And we share it. Okay, so now we're going to continue reading this with conviction, okay? Rather than just blah, 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 blah. So our mission statement. The Centers for Spiritual Living works to meet the physical and spiritual needs of the community through offering education and experiences aligned with the teachings of science of mind, sponsoring community building activities, and engaging in sacred activism with our local community. All right, next is our purpose. Okay, our purpose. The Center for Spiritual Living Greater Dayton is a community offering compassionate support as we learn to love regardless of conditions. We each come from many faith backgrounds, and through the teachings of science of mind and spirit, we learn, grow, and heal as we discover the higher power within. We manifest our best lives and create a world that works for everyone. All right, guys? Yes.
Yes.
All right, so now we got, oh, do we have kids? No. Okay, so no kids song today, but we have music once again from our beautiful, loving band. Oh, no, I'm sorry, we have announcements.
Good song. Okay, first we're going to have Gail come up and tell us all about our exciting picnic that's coming up.
Okay. Go, Gail. Woo!
I'm coming. Good morning. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Gail.
I have two clipboards. I have two clipboards that I'm kind of pass around. The one is to sign if you are going to come, so we can get a head count and have enough meat. The churches, or the center, is paying for the hamburger and hot dogs. And then we're asking everyone if you'll sign up for one of the items, like your favorite picnic treat. On this list are things that we definitely need, since it's an ice cream social. We need ice cream. And then hamburger and hot dog buns. If anyone has a cooler, a large cooler, and could bring that with ice, that would help us keep the drinks cold.
I'll bring buns.
Some assorted soda and water, and then there's a space where you can all write down what you would like to bring. But if you could do that this week or next week, so the following week we're ready and we know what we're doing, okay? Let me see if I have anything else. I think that's all. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Gail. Next we have Jean, who's going to be talking about an Eat You Play Love event.
Hello. Last night we had an Eat, Play, Love event here, which was wonderful, with finding our spirit guides and angels, and it was well attended. Today, Sherry is having an event right after service and doing a cleaning the house using essential oils. And so it's still available to sign up for. So she's set up for any amount of people who want to stay for a couple hours and even take something home with them. So just let Sherry know, or myself, if you're interested in staying. And there's plenty more events coming up. And we have paperwork on the table over here. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Jean. Okay, other announcements. We have Science of Mind 101. We're still doing it. I'm honestly not sure how long we're going to keep doing that if nobody shows up, but we're still doing it now. 9:30, we're not doing it, but I mean, I'm still there in case I would do it if anyone was here. 9:30 on Sundays. See me for more information on that. Morning reflection, Monday to Friday, 8 to 8:15 on Zoom. That's lots and lots of fun. We have a good group for that. I can give you the Zoom link if you need that. Weekly meditation with Teresa. That's Wednesdays, 7 to 8 p.m. at the center here, and you can see Teresa is here, right over there, and She can give you more information on that. Oh, okay, access ramp is okay, the ramp's completed. You can stop by the animal classroom and take a look at it if you want, and all credit for the ramp goes to Dale.
Oh, Dale.
And, we do, however, still need donations to reimburse the building fund for that, because our building fund is really designed for emergency situations, but we borrowed a little bit of money out of it for this, so we're hoping to reimburse the building fund. So please write ramp on your check or tithe if you, or on your check if you are donating. Next yard work day is Saturday, July 5th, 9 to 11, and that is Teresa again. Right there. Thank you, Teresa, for all you do for our beautiful yard. And we'll be having an annual meeting on Sunday the 27th after the service at noon. Please mark your calendars, plan to attend. We are a community, and that is how our community makes decisions and finds out information about exactly what's going on in the community. It really is important if you value this community to come and participate in that. We'll be voting for new board members, and there will be some changes to the bylaws that we'll be voting on. Excuse me. So really would love to have you all out here. Outreach opportunities, we have pull tabs and canned beverages in the yellow container. Where's the yellow container now?
It's over there.
It's over there, okay. I know it moves from time to time, but it's back there. And I still got to bring mine in. I've got like a whole sandwich bag stuffed full of it at home. Collection of non-perishable food is now in the back of the social hall. That's going to the Greater Dayton LGBT Center. You can see Sarah for more information. Sarah's right back there behind Rhea. I see Sarah there. Okay. We're also collecting pet foods for shelters. Okay, they're called shelters when they're pets too? I did not, okay. For pet shelters, yeah, that makes sense. And clothing items will go to St. Vincent's, and that is Andy Ganan, who is right back there. Happy birthday to CSL members in July. It's coming up. Oh, who is that? We're going to celebrate their birthday again? Oh my God. Yeah, my birthday. My birthday. We got Rhea's birthday. Yeah. And Becky is right there. Yes, okay. Yeah, my birthday. 65 this year, so.
Oh, young. You're young.
Yeah. Okay, the next thing we've got is another amazing song from our band here. We've got Sarah will be singing Rising Appalachia. Oh, Check Your Grace by Rising Appalachia. Okay.
Shed your grace upon us. Shed your grace upon us. Shed your grace upon us now. Shed your grace upon us. Shed your grace upon us. Shed your grace upon us now. If you believe in the Stoic self, that value marks the hands of wealth. That all you love is all you have. Yeah, I believe in that. And I believe in holding on. A flock of prayer mighty song. I find my patience in the storms. For beauty, earth, and she alone. Whoa. Shed your grace upon us. Shed your grace grace upon us. Shed your grace upon us now. Shed your grace upon us. Shed your grace upon us. Shed your grace upon us now.
You believe in falling rain, home cooked food from mother's hands. You don't overlook all the simple things. Oh, you best gotta be our friend.
If you believe in boundless blues that touches dust and mildew, the world rocks shadow in the night, the grace, the strength to carry on. Whoa, shed your grace upon us. Shed your grace upon us. Shed your grace upon us now. Shed your grace upon us. Shed your grace upon us. Shed your grace upon us now. One more time. Shed your grace upon us. Shed your grace upon us. Shed your grace upon us now. Shed your grace upon us. Shed your grace upon us. Shed your grace upon us now.
Thank you very much. Very, very nice. Anna. Okay. Yeah, okay. And now we begin our celebration service. Please join me in prayer. Let's just take a collective breath, breathing in and anchoring ourselves to this power and this presence of spirit, and breathing out any busyness of this morning of getting here, leaving that outside the door. And knowing that we are absolutely empowered by this magnificent energy of God that lives and breathes within everything, everywhere, all the time. There is no way to be separate from God. It is imbued down to the core of our soul. It is breathing us, walking with us in every facet of our life. We live in the overflow and the abundance of God, the wholeness of God, the perfection of God. And that same perfection is being divinely orchestrated in this service today. I know that it is in divine order and divine right action. We are here by divine appointment in this power and this presence that is imbued within us. And I give such thanks for this. And I know that with our band, that they played beautifully. Sarah sings magnificently. Becky's talk today is one of divine power and presence, and there's divine guidance and wisdom for her as we listen to those words and take them into our soul and utilize them throughout this week. And I give such thanks for this. Thank you, thank you, thank you, God. And together we say, and so it is. We light this candle, for we know that we are one with God and each other. Thank you. Yay, it worked. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Reading. This is from Ernest Holmes. The God who is within you has already created this marvelous mechanism which you call your human body. The intelligence which designed and projected this body must have a perfect knowledge of all its parts.
must have a perfect understanding of all its needs, and it must be able to rebuild those parts and supply their needs. The creative agency within you knows how to recreate. Thank you, that was awesome. Appreciate that. I'm going to invite Becky now up for her sermon today.
Thanks, Mom. I do that because I'll trip over it. All right. How was everybody today?
Great.
Yeah? Convince me. How are you?
Great.
Fantastic. Fabulous. Awesome, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to be talking about that today. I am wonderfully made. And how to live our most audacious life. But before I start into that, I have to laugh because this morning, I don't know about you, but there are times at night, especially with all this happening, I'll wake up in the middle of the night and my mind will start perseverating on things. Anybody?
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, okay. You know, and as my husband knows, it's like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. You get up, yeah, I gotta go downstairs. And I'll go downstairs and I'll start to meditate. Now, there are times that I can meditate without help, which means it's quiet and I can anchor myself in my breathing. And then there are times that I cannot. So I'll listen to, thank heavens for videos that people put on YouTube. And I listen to a lot of like Joe Dispenza. I don't know if any of you are familiar with him or work with his materials. I really like the meditations that he has, and they're very helpful. And so I was meditating this morning, and it was really great. And I remember I had to get up and get ready. And I right now our house is just in construction. So we have this big, overfluffed furniture upstairs. And of course, really, I feel like Lily Tomlin in that big rocking chair. Okay, when I try to get up and out of this. So I get up, I get out of it, and I'm laying in my face is the couch, and I start laughing because all of a sudden I get this feeling of utter joy, this feeling of utter hilarity bubbling up inside. And it was all about me being connected to life and how life was having an absolute flippin' blast. And wanted to make sure that I was part of it. And it was powerful. And I just remember my face is in this overstuffed cushion, you know, I'm bent down, and I'm losing it. Because I'm like, wow, this feels great. This really feels awesome. Because it's me just being me, face down in a cushion, because I'm too short to get out of it. Okay? And then all of a sudden it's like, hey, you want to have some fun? You ever had one of those friends that went, just like, you want to go? You want to go play? Or a dog? You want to go? Let's go, okay? Just waiting for you, just waiting for you, just waiting for you. Well, that's that whole feeling of how do we live our most audacious self? That life itself is seeking its expression in, through, and as us. That's one of the teachings that we have here at Science of Mind. And so we want to kind of play with that today. Are you into playing that with me? Yes. Are you? Okay, good. We're going to have some fun. So, in doing that, I couldn't think of a better time. As a matter of fact, when they had asked if I could speak, I said, okay, I asked Andy, I said, what's the topic? He said, well, you know, the topic is around Pride Month. And I said, okay. He said, but you don't have to follow that. You can kind of do your own thing. I said, no, let me just see what it's about. Well, it was great. It was a really neat message. And I couldn't imagine not celebrating Pride Month. I couldn't imagine not celebrating the men and the women who are in the LGBT, who identify themselves as LGBTQ. You know, they're my family, and however they want to identify themselves, I honor and respect that, but they're my family. And that's kind of how I feel about it. If you want to be LGBT, cool, you're my family. And I have such honor and admiration for them, because they've had to live an audacious life. They've had to live a life where they've had to step out in ways that had to honor themselves authentically. And to actually experience the fears that come around all that. And we all have those fears, don't we? Being authentic. It's not just about sexual preference. It's not just about how we see ourselves. It's about how we want to come out in the world, how we want to engage, how we want to live. That we all have those fears that say, ooh, it's not real safe to do this. You know, because somebody may reject us. You know, somebody may be like, you know, and we end up feeling alone, right? when you're feeling like, yeah, I don't know if this is worth it, or somebody's going to mock us, or somebody's going to say, you're not what you think you are. So we get this chance of honoring men and women who, through a course of many, 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 many decades, had to step out and own authentically who and what they knew themselves to be, regardless of what a world was telling them was appropriate. And I cannot say enough how grateful I am that they took the plunge. That they took the plunge to say, this is me, like it or not. Didn't mean it was easy. Didn't mean they didn't have just tears. They didn't have. I mean, how many of you have ever gone through your own personal internal, I want to say crisis, because it's that part of you that says you can't live the way you've been living anymore. You can't deny the thing that's coming out in you that wants to express and wants to be. And it's different. We all have it in all kinds of ways, right? And so I just am grateful to have this opportunity to speak of my gratitude and my love for my friends who are stepping out and daring to say, this is me, like it or not. I'm going to have to trust that as I step out into the world, I'm going to be okay. What an incredible teaching of faith. So I'm really happy to do that. And I'm just going to have to say yay. Thanks for letting me share with me. So let me ask you, are you audacious? Do you know what audacious means? Oh, yeah. Do you? Okay. Yeah.
Bold?
Yeah, bold. Yeah. Yeah. Bold, daring. Being willing to step out in those ways that are authentic to our own personal nature. Even when in doing so, we run the risk of people who want to look and go, what the? Or who do you think you are? And we realize that they just haven't chosen to step out in their own audacity, have they? They haven't chosen to be audacious. But that doesn't mean we stop being audacious. And what I love about this movement, about these teachings, is that they teach us it's really okay. As a matter of fact, not as an only okay. It is really imperative for us to step out in our own audacity, to dare to be bold about who we are. That doesn't mean we're flamboyant. Okay? Many of us aren't flamboyant or quiet, but we're bold. We're stepping out in those ways that are in alignment with who we are and what matters to us and how we want to engage in the world. And our teachings, I have to go back because I read something down and I need help. What I really love is they talk about God not being separate from us, right? And Science of Mind talks about God not being separate. Not only is God not separate, but the essence of God is indwelling. It is everywhere that exists. So if it is everywhere that exists, is there a place it does not exist? Think about it. Does it exist when you're sitting in your bathroom? Does it exist when you're down on your knees crying because you can't figure out what to do next, you're miserable? Does it exist when you're up there dancing a tune because life is so good you don't even know how to exist, you're going to pop right out of your skin? It exists in all kinds of ways when we feel the most vulnerable and when we feel the strongest. It is what is. It is who we are. It is what we are. And the gift that we get in this human life is the opportunity to start to embrace that and learn how to live that more fully. And that is what the principles of the teachings of this movement, right, is about. It's about stepping in and owning our own authenticity, daring to live audaciously and boldly in ways that delight us, in ways that bring value and meaning to us. And what's often cool about that is that when we do that, not only do we get to love us, but then we learn how to love others. Because there's real power in self-love, isn't there? Has any of you felt that moment of love where you just, everything you saw you loved? You just felt so good about it. You're like, wow, that's the most beautiful flower. Well, even though that dude cut me off, I don't need to cuss him out. You know, he's having a, whatever, he's having a rough day. I do say that people who know me know that that's one of my learnings in this life. So it's about embracing all of who we are and loving all of who we are. Even the quirks. It's about not worrying about being perfect, but just doing it anyway. When he called, I'm like, okay. When Andy called, she said, you know, would you like to speak? I'm like, well, yeah. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have all these things. I'm like, oh, I got to create the time to put this together. So guess what I did? Didn't I take a guess on how I came up with my talk? I told Mom already. I use AI. Anybody ever use AI? Oh my God, it is fun. It is a blast. It's amazing what you can create and what you can do with it. And we can either be afraid of it and say, oh my God, look at all the horrible, terrible things. And we can foster that. Or we can pause and we say, how can I live my audacious life by trusting that if I play with AI, I can create something awesome and have fun with it. It'll bring about what I choose to focus on. And that's the key. What is it that we choose to focus on? What do we want to bring forth in ourselves into the world? Because you see, there's nobody like any one of us. There will never be any of you, and there'll never be another me. Even if we come back in multiple lives, I'm not going to come back as the same person. I'm not going to have the same family. I'm not going to be born at the same time. I'm not going to be born in the same place. Are you? So there's literally nobody that is you. In all of creation, there is nobody that is you. There is nobody that's me. Isn't that awesome? We are unique. Take that in a moment. Take that in a moment. There's nobody like me. And of course, there's a part of me that goes, now what do I do with that? There's nobody like me. Well, I learn, I play, I grow. I dare to trust the authentic nature of my own being as my vehicle to live in the world. Just like we watch our friends in the LGBTQ community learn to trust to say, you know what, I can't live any other way but being authentic to who I am. I got to be authentic to me. Even no matter what it is, it hurts more to lie to myself and to live falsely than it does to live in truth. And the courage, my friends, what a gift that community has given over the years. The courage to stand in alignment with yourself. Now, most of them aren't doing it for that purpose. They're doing it because it's miserable to not do it. And it feels freer and more joyful to do it. But what a gift. To have the courage to stand up and say, how can I be me more fully? How can I dare to risk whatever it is that I think is out there so that I can be more me? And I love that. I love that, and I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful, not only for the LGBTQ community, but for all the friends that I have and all the people I know that are just really outside of my comfort zone, and they teach me that's okay to be that. I learn. I'm like, wow, check that out. I would never have thought that. And my whole idea about whether or not that's okay gets completely shifted. Didn't you have that? All of a sudden you're like, oh, maybe I can do that. Or maybe I can do the thing that matters to me. Look at them. That's cool. So sharing that because we are wonderfully made. So say that with me. I am wonderfully made.
I am wonderfully made.
I am awesome.
I am awesome.
I am awesome.
I am awesome.
One more most audacious life? Well, one of the things that we can do is start to turn within and listen. Pay attention. Where am I not feeling content? And I don't have to go looking for it. Do any of you have to go looking for areas that you're not feeling content? No. Just notice. But how many of us judge areas of discontent? Okay, it's real easy. Because guess what? We've been taught to do that. We've been taught to judge it. Because we feel through judgment we'll be able to make a better decision or make something different. But sometimes the judgment turns it in the opposite direction, doesn't it? It causes us to spiral down. It causes us to get smaller, scrunch in. That flow, the faucet, instead of flowing freely, it gets trickled down to a drop. So part of our journey is creating space to open our hearts up, open ourselves up, dare to consider the possibilities of what our life can be beyond the fears that we hold, and not judge ourselves because we have them. Judgment for me, I don't know about y'all, is probably one of the key things that I kick myself and squat myself down, stomp myself more than anything. And I don't want to do that anymore. I stand up here not knowing what the heck I'm going to say, even though I practiced it. And I thought, I don't want to let it go, because I really had fun with whatever I felt when I was face down in my seat. I really like that feeling. I'm just going to trust and let go. Because you see, to me, each one of you are unique, beautiful beings. Whether I know you or I don't. Because I know someone knows you. And even if somebody didn't know you, you still bring something beautiful to creation that can never be brought except through you. And I want to celebrate that. Does it have to look perfect? Do I have to have it? Because normally in my creation of my talk, it's very systematically done. But in this one, I'm sitting there going, oh, wow, man, should I just let go? Well, yeah, I'm just going to do that and hope it makes sense. Because part of the making sense is not only is it about my carefully planned talk, but it's about your spirits, your guides, those who love you. That which is there elevating and supporting you. I don't know what you need. But I do know that there's that does. And as they're supporting you, as each and every one of you and me choose to step out in greater ways. But being courageous means we're going to have to face stepping outside of our comfort zone. Being willing to take that step. Doesn't have to be a big one, but a big enough step that causes us to step outside and realize that the boundaries we have set aren't as strong as we thought they were. You see, people will stay in comfort zones, but that doesn't mean they're happy. Anybody happy in a comfort zone? But it's just that we know it. So one of the greatest gifts we give is the willingness to step out of our comfort zone in a simple way and then pay attention. Be aware, but not judgmental. Go, isn't that interesting? What an interesting thing. What can I glean from this in a way that's going to serve me? How can I love me knowing this information? How can I shift what I'm thinking in this moment and choose a choice that is more honoring, more uplifting, more compassionate to me? Those are choices and steps that I can make as I step outside of my comfort zone. I can also do affirmations. Anybody like affirmations here? Yeah, I do too. I am. Two great words, and with whatever comes after that, it's like, whoa, watch out. Right? I am. I am beautiful. Give me some adjectives. Give me some things. What are you? Magnificent.
Adventurous.
What? Strong. Courageous. Loving. Powerful. Peaceful. Creative.
Adventurous.
Oh. Joyful. What did you say, Jess?
She said it.
Who said it?
I said I'm crazy.
All right, crazy. Woohoo! Good. Have fun. Yeah, I'm fun. I'm silly. I'm unsure, but hey, I'm having a good time. You know, I trust. I choose things that are going to serve my highest and best good, even though I don't even know what that is. But I'm going to choose it, and I'm going to know that that which loves and knows me, the source of all creation that knows me so intimately because it is living, breathing, in, through, and as me, knows that which I need to know and presents it to me in a way that is safe for me. It may cause me to step outside my comfort zone, but it's not going to blast me with both barrels, is it? And so that's a key thing to remember, that love is the key indicator. We talk about that a lot in the Science of Mind. Love is the great healer. Love is compassion, it is kindness. It gives us the opportunity to breathe, do it again, let go, try again. I think there's a book somebody was telling me about called Let Go. Has anybody read that book?
Not them. Let them.
Let them. Okay. Same to me, it's the same thing. Let them be. Let go of what I think has to be. Let them. Because we all are living our own lives in the best way we know how. So as we move through this time and we learn to live audaciously, it doesn't mean that living audaciously isn't going to have moments where we question what we're doing and why and are right. But what it does do is it gives us an opportunity to have permission to truly feel and experience what it is to be the presence of love as who we are. Because I've felt it in all those who I know here. I've witnessed it. I've watched it. It's powerful. It really is. And I'm grateful that I get to see that. I'm grateful when you risk. When you take the risk to show love, to be present, to offer kindness, to share where you're at, to allow another to love you. That's powerful. And I thank you for that. And so it's my hope that as we move through this year, because this is the last Sunday for Pride Month, that we do so honoring our fellow family members who are teaching us through their decisions to live authentically how to do so, to live courageously how to do so, to live with love how to do so. And I'm grateful for each of you for being those examples over the times that I've witnessed, so that I get to see you expressing the divine as you. So thank you. So let's go into prayer. We are audacious. I'm going to start there. We are wonderfully made. We are audacious and wonderfully made because we come from that which is. All that is. Which is all life. Which indwells all of humanity, all of creation, all that exists. And it is infinite in its scope. So infinite that we get the opportunity within our life experience to play with our imagination around it. To feel its infiniteness and all of the possibilities that exist for each of us. It is love. It is compassion. It is freedom. It is wisdom. It is constant. It is eternal. And I know that we are of it. And I know that regardless of where we may be in our journeys, we are always one with it. Always. We are immersed in it. It is everything that we are. And every day, every moment of every day, we have that opportunity. To awaken to an even more expansive and loving experience of it. If we think we're delighted now, it's just saying, wait, there's more. And so we know we get to open our hearts and our minds and our being to it. It just awaits us. Awaits us in recognizing our truth. And so in this moment, we do that. Each and every one of us. We stand in alignment with the truth of the love that we are. That love is uplifting us. That love is guiding us. That love is encouraging. It is constant. And as we step forth out of our comfort zone to embrace something a little more expansive, it's there. And as we open our hearts, we are encouraged. And our hearts are a little happier. And so, with our hearts being happy, we create the space for us to take another step, to dare and to take a risk, and to open to possibilities, just awaiting our discovery. And we say yes to those because we feel that love. It is powerful and comes to us in ways that delight us, that nurture us. And so it is to that love that I simply say, I am grateful. I am grateful. And I let it be. And I simply know that it is so. And say with me, and so it is.
People get ready, there's a train a-coming. You don't need no baggage, you just get on board. All you need is faith to hear the diesels a-humming. You don't need no ticket, you just thank the Lord. People get ready for the train to Jordan, picking out passengers from coast to coast. Faith is the key, open the doors and board them. There's room for all of the loves and loss that
Thanksgiving. So I'd like the folks that are going around and doing the collection to scoot around and do that. Okay, all right. There are several ways to provide your tithe or your gift. You can mail it to us at 4100 Benefield Drive, Kettering, Ohio, 45429. Or you can text to give, which is the way I like to do it because it's so easy. You can do it anywhere, anytime. And the phone number for that is 937-595-0142. All you have to do is just, at the text, you put in the word give, and it will ask you how much. You place that amount in, and ta-da, you're done. Woohoo! Okay, or you could go to our website, which is at www.cslgd.org. That's a good one too. Or you know that you could use the Kroger or Dorothy Lane Market programs. Every time you shop there, once you've signed up for this, a little bit of money comes our way. So it's really nice, very easy way. So let's do our giving statement. We can do that together, okay? Abundance is mine. I cannot be deprived of my supply. The trees do not lack for leaves, nor do the flowers fail to bloom. I embrace my supply and celebrate the abundance that is mine. Thank you, guys. Okay, yeah. Okay. Anointing right here, right now. I give thanks for these incredible blessings, all these gifts. This is so wonderful. This is so beautiful. Our community comes together with such great heart and such great blessing. And I'm so proud and so happy and so delighted and so amazed about how giving we are, how powerful we are. And I know that these gifts go forth to empower our community, to expand our community. And I say thank you. And so I let it be. And so it is.
Thank you. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Becky, for a wonderful message. Well, if this is your first time here, and I don't know if there's anybody, I don't look like there's anybody here in person that is their first time here, but if you're online and it's your first time here, you can check out our website and find out what all we're up to. Find out more about this place and all the different activities that you could possibly get involved in if you want to come out. If you like prayer, please reach out to our practitioners. Looks like Linda may be heading out. Carolina and I are here. Becky, you will be available also, so you have options there. And so we're going to say our affirmation together. You ready? I am wonderfully made. I choose to be an audacious light in the world. Thank you, everybody, for being here, and we've got a final song for you.